In the studio with me, I have the 2016 AFL Premiership Cup, which is a surprise appearance by the Cup, and the heart, body and soul of the Western Bulldogs, though the body's a bit bruised. Peter Gordon, good morning.
Morning, Neil. I was coming in by myself, but the Cup mentioned to me he insisted on coming as well. So
Have you?
we're doing everything together these days.
Have you led out of your sight since you got it?
We actually had it on Saturday night at the home of one of our workers who'd been in the office and given his heart and soul to the place, young Jared Hanks, for years and years and years. And so I thought it was a nice little symbol of our footy club that he was the guy that got it on night one.
The word synergy keeps coming up. What do you mean?
Synergy?
Synergy.
Did I use that word?
Certain synergy about Luke Beveridge and the club and the players.
Oh, look, I think that I've used the word synergy, I guess, most often in terms of Bevo and Murph. They were two appointments made during some fairly climactic days in October 2014 when we lost our captain and our coach. And those of us who were involved in the interview process for Bevo saw him as a special kind of a guy. Murph was a guy who, everyone's seen Murph and knows Murph and has a particular affection for him. I guess who lives in Melbourne. They've read his articles in The Age and they've seen his various media commitments. I went for a walk with him in October 2014 and asked him why over the long time that he'd been there he'd never put his hand up for captain, because we just lost a captain and he was obviously a prime candidate for it. And he said, well, partly because we've always had great captains in Brad Johnson and Chris Grant and Scott Wine and Matty Boyd and those sort of guys. And truthfully also, I hadn't really thought it was my thing to do or my thing to nominate. But I need to say to you at this point, I really want to do the job now. This club's in a particular position now, and the best person to fix it from an on-field point of view is me. And that was my view anyway. So I felt like we had a great replacement for coach and a great replacement for captain. But sometimes the combination of two people working together is greater than the sum of the parts individually. And I think that the story of Luke Beveridge and Robert Murphy is one of those things. The way in which that they've worked together and enabled each other to get the best out of the players has been a wonderful thing. I'm thrilled too that when Murph went down, we had such a tremendous young leader in Easton Wood, and he did his hammy during the course of the year too as well, and that led to a young Marcus Bontempelli taking over the captaincy and Dale Morris, and we always had Matty Boyd there. And it's an ironic thing, I think, that we went from a position in October 2014 of having a guy who actually didn't want the leadership and no one who wanted the leadership of the club to a position we're in now, where in Rob Murphy, Easton Wood, Dale Morris, Marcus Bontempelli, Matthew Boyd, we're really embarrassed for riches. There's just and underneath all of those guys, there are kids like Mitch Wallace and Tom Liberatore and Lukey Dalhouse, and I pinch myself, Neil, truthfully, when I look at the quality of the playing stocks and the character of them, and you should have seen them, like on Saturday night and yesterday, just celebrating. There were none of the histrionics, and touch wood, but I have great confidence.
Well, we didn't have really drunk falling off the stage.
That's the thing. They are all really, really, really good young men, and Bevo takes his credit for that, Murph takes his credit for that, but so do each and every one of them, and we're just really, really proud of them.